Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session, which is presented jointly by World Scientific Publishing as well as the library at University of Delhi. Today, we will be sharing about how you, as a user, whether you are a professor, a student, or early career researcher, can access the ebooks and e-journals that the library has already made available to you at the University of Delhi. My name is Yihong Koo. I'm Marketing Director at World Scientific, and I am joining you from Singapore. Now, first off, perhaps just to share a little bit about the company, World Scientific. So we are an academic publisher, which is why our content will appear at University of Delhi. So we were founded in 1981, that's 40-something years ago, with the encouragement of two of our Nobel laureates in physics, Professors C.N. Young and Professor Abdul Salam. So both of them were actually friends and collaborators of our founder. So it was actually these two gentlemen who guided and encouraged our early publishing program back in the 80s when we first got started. So we had very good mentors and very good teachers guiding us along. Uh, the World Scientific journals undergo rigorous peer review. And you can see later on in our presentation that several. Okay, sorry. Can I ask my admin please not to mute me when I'm doing the presentation? Thank you. So as I was saying, over the years we have developed rigorously a lot of good quality journals, and many of them are in quartile one, which means that they are at the top 25% of their field. And we have an extensive portfolio of both the STEM as well as social sciences journals. World Scientific also publishes more than 600 books in a year and more than 170 journals. So we have a really good selection for you over here at University of Delhi. In terms of the books, because of our deep history and we've been publishing for 40 over years, we now have more than 12,000 books. And these are all available to you in your library digitally. Now, World Scientific is also the exclusive publisher of the Nobel Lectures series in English since the 1930s. On top of that, we are also the exclusive publisher of the Wolf Prize Lecture Series and also the Shaw Prize Lecture Series. All right. So at the University of Delhi, if you log into your campus network and you scan this QR code, you will be able to access the collection. It is actually a specialized, a special customized page that lists all the content that's available at the university. Of course, this is one way to start your access. In other way, there will be other avenues, which I will show you in a live demo as we continue our presentation. All right. So when you get onto our website, and I will be showing this live in a short while, but perhaps just to familiarize yourselves with the different icons available so that you know what the university has actually purchased for you. So anytime you come across a blue color open lock icon, which looks like that, this is the full access icon, which means that you have complete and unrestricted access to the articles or book chapters, which come with this icon, a blue color. And sometimes you might encounter an orange icon, which means that it is an open access article or chapter, and again, it is available to you. Other times you might come across a green icon. It will say that it is free access. So the same thing, it is available to you. But usually if it's green in color, it means that it is a limited time period only. All right. So just look out for the blue, the orange, and also the green. That means that you can access. And it always comes with this open lock. Okay, so just a little bit before we get into our live website, just to show, the kinds of ebooks available to you. So like I said, World Scientific has made available together with the library many titles, book titles in areas of STEM, science, technology, engineering, medical, as well as the social sciences, which is more into the political sciences, economics, and business management, Asian studies. I just picked a few titles here, which have been recently published by faculty from the University of Delhi. So this first one in matrix spaces is mathematics. Then we have something on business, sustainability. And finally here, this is a really nice cover about Gandhi. So all of these are available, and please get onto the website, World Scientific, which I will show you in a little bit. Now, so besides books, there are also a lot of quartile of journals that are already available at the university library. So again, the quartile one basically means that it is top 25% of its field. So you can see that the library has already added to its collection International Journal of Modern Physics B in condensed matter, as well as the Modern Physics Letters B also in condensed matter. So these are the top-notch journals. We encourage you to read them, and if you are a physicist, please also consider submitting your article to these journals. Okay, the other journals that are available, so there are quite a number of the engineering ones, information technology, decision making, nanoscience, uncertainty, fuzziness, knowledge systems. Okay, life sciences, social sciences as well. Okay, in mathematics, there are 4 of them and quite a number of others in the areas of physics. Okay. We also have just a little bit of a side note. We also have this thing called the Faculty Development Program, which we will run at your request. So if you're from certain departments and you would like your colleagues, your peers, your students to know more about how to get published, and to get published well, we have this first talk here, which is called the Insider's Guide to Getting Published. And this is especially important, especially, if the department has a fair number of master's students, PhD students, or junior faculty and early career researchers, because as it's a publish or perish, right? So this is a talk and a workshop that where we share insiders' view on how to get published successfully and especially in good quality journals. The second thought is about amplifying your research impact. So it is a continuation of the first talk. The first talk we teach and share about how to get published in journals. And the second talk, we assume that you have already published in a journal, and what next? How do you uh, what kind of strategies you can adopt in order to amplify the research impact, in order to get higher visibility for the paper that you have already published, and ultimately, how do you attract more citations, which is really a little bit of the holy grail of what researchers are after, right? You want as many people to be reading your paper and, more importantly, citing from them. So there are some of these workshops that we conduct, and feel free to contact me. Feel free to contact the library if you would like to bring such a workshop into your department. Okay, so that was a little bit of a introduction. We will be now moving on for the next 5 to 10 minutes, a live demo, and I would like to show you the website and what you can do to navigate and find the content that you need. All right, so if you allow me to stop this share for a minute. And the other thing is we have also made the URL available in the chat. So if you would like to kind of follow along this conversation, please feel free to click into that URL, which is in the chat, www.worldscientific.com, and you can actually kind of follow along as we navigate to the website. Okay, but please be sure that you are logged in to your university system so that you can actually access. Okay. All right. So you should be looking at a Google screen right now, right? So please let me know if you're unable to see the Google screen. Okay. Now, in today's exercise, I have already keyed in the URL, but sometimes you may not remember the URL. So, trusty old Google will take you there. So this is what I would do. Just type in World Scientific or World Scientific Connect, which is the name of our platform. All right, so you see the first result that comes out, World Scientific Connect, and that is a great starting point. And there you go. So when I'm right, so when I enter the platform, actually there isn't a whole lot of information. So you can see that the platform is very heavily anchored on search, right? So a very typical way of using the website would actually just to enter in the keywords or the topic of what you are looking for. So perhaps let's say I'm doing something in quantum information. I need to look for resources, right? Maybe perhaps to do some literature review. So I'll just key that in. I'll just tell the system to search anywhere, and then I'll hit magnifying glass here to search. Right. So you get to a page that gives you a lot of answers. So you can see that by default, it will be defaulted to a tab called articles and chapters. So all articles and all chapters that have anything to do with the keywords quantum information will show up. There is also another tab that goes into the journal titles, as well as another one for book titles. Okay, but typically, if we're doing some kind of research, it would be defaulted to articles and chapters, which is also where I think our a typical scholar likes to start. But then again, although quantum information is supposed to be quite a specialized topic, we do publish quite a lot of it, and you can see that you're looking at about 55,000 answers, 55,000 records. And that's just really too much to look through, right? So as a researcher, perhaps I will say I'm really only looking for content that is published in journals. So I can do a filter by just clicking on journals, just to narrow down my search. Okay, and perhaps that's not enough. As a researcher, I really want stuff that is just very, very, very new. So maybe even published just in the last week. So I can filter that a little bit more by clicking this. Okay, and there you have it. I get just 63 records for me to comfortably scroll through, which are published in the last week. And so this is the latest and the greatest research. So as you come to here, remember what I said about the full access blue color icon? It really means that you have access to it, right? So let me just explain a little bit about what you will see here. So Shannon entropy of fermions. This is the title of the journal article. And the next row, it shows all the different authors that have contributed, that submitted the paper. And then the third line shows you the title of the journal, as well as when it was published. all right, when this article was published. Now, if you click on here, you will be able to see a little bit of an abstract, a preview. If you decide that, hey, this is the right article for me, I would like to know more about it, and I have ascertained that I do have full access courtesy of my library, then what I'll do is that I'll just go ahead and click right in. So you'll take me to a page where the same abstract is presented right here. Now, in some cases, and this is one of them, in some cases, the article is fully shown on the website itself. So you can just go and page through it. You can read it just like that. Okay. Now, and it's a long article, right? You can keep scrolling and keep scrolling and keep scrolling and all that. Now, in some cases, you might actually prefer to download the paper, and you can absolutely do that. So let me show you how. So you see this blue color, and it says a blue color button here. It says PDF/EPUB, right? So if I go ahead and I click into it, it will what we call an e-reader will be shown, and then it takes a little bit of time, but the article will then come up very shortly. There you go. Okay, so when you click on that button that says PDF and EPUB, it will basically bring you to the same article, but within an e-reader environment, right? And actually, one of the things that you will realize here is that this environment looks very, very much like, your PDF, your Acrobat Reader, right? So you have your usual functions that you would be seeing in an Acrobat Reader. You can zoom in and zoom out, things like that. Okay, you can do a search, and maybe let me just see if I can find anything that has the word quantum. Okay, many, many words with the word quantum. So I can keep paging. I can keep paging through it. Okay, or maybe I'm not sure whether this will show up, but something more specific, quantum information. Oh, there you go. So this is a little bit more specific, right? So the idea, of course, is quite simple. You have an interface here that looks very, very much like something that you're already seeing in a typical PDF Acrobat Reader, right? So the other thing that you would probably want to do is look out for this green color button here. So the green color button has an arrow pointing down, and basically it means download. Okay, so when you do a download, you can do a download here. You can choose a PDF or EPUB. So if I go ahead to click the PDF, see it starts to basically download. And so you'll be able to open this up. And this is it's the same file. Okay. Right. So this is a very, very simple way to access the content. I will just kind of get back and perhaps just show one other simple and quick example. Again, going back to search. Search is always the best place to start. Okay. Maybe Indian economy, right? For the social scientists out there. Okay, so once again, a familiar screen, you will see that by default, it shows you all the articles from journals and all the chapters from books which have anything to do with Indian economy. Okay, and as usual, you will be able to see the open lock means that, a blue color open lock that explicitly says full access means that you can access because the library has it in this collection. So perhaps we'll kind of switch around and do a book example this time. So as a user, maybe you're really looking to pick up some interesting reading in books rather than journals. So you can go ahead and do a filter here, right? Well, there's still a lot of books. And maybe again, you're just looking at last 3 months. And 143 is still quite a lot. Well, perhaps there is a particular author, Jahan. Okay. So then you see that, all right, there are a couple of chapters, and perhaps the first one is something that's interesting, the social sciences. So over here, you will be able to see the abstract, and then clicking into this blue color button that says PDF and EPUB, it will again bring you to the full text, so you can read the entire chapter. So it does take a little bit of time. And then here you go. So you can basically be reading the entire book in this way. Similar, do a quick click on this green color button, and then you will get this downloaded onto your hard drive. There you go. Okay. So this is a very simple presentation. We hope that because the content is pretty much all available in your library already. So please make use of it. And if you have any questions or query about World Scientific content or how to use this particular platform, worldscientific.com, I'm sure the library will be very happy to help you out. So this session really is to bring across the fact that the resources are there at worldscientific.com, covering the areas of science, technology, medicine, social sciences in both ebooks as well as in e-journals. But ebooks is the entire collection of World Scientific is with University of Delhi Library, so you have access to something like 13,000 books, right? So please make full use of that. And I think today's presentation, hopefully it has been helpful to you. And again, if there are any other questions, the library, I'm sure, would be very happy to help out. Thank you so much for your attention. And if you're not sure of what the URL is, again, it is in the chat. It's www.worldscientific.com. Okay. So that comes to the close of our presentation. I was given about half an hour, so I think I'm just kind of the time is just nice. And maybe for the last 5 minutes, if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to take the questions here. All good? Okay. All right. So in that case, thank you for joining us in today's session. Really, it was just to get everybody up to speed with the kinds of resources from World Scientific that is available at University of Delhi. And we do hope that you would use the content. The link is in the chat. Please refer to it. Thank you very much. And have a great day. This is the end of the session today. Thank you.